In previous session, we have covered how to use the basic table view, how to display the table view in different sections, multiple rows, what exactly are the different interview questions, why do we need to use the DQ reusable cell with identifier, what exactly it does, what are the different sections, what are the default sections, how to pass some kind of headers and footers, etc. Today we see some custom table view cell. Most of the time, the default cell or default table view will not be much useful actually. We always need to customize it. Always need to add more properties, more views on table view. Let me take any example on internet. Yeah, this kind of thing I want to create. By default, you will not get this kind of stuff. Even this. There are some icons. This can be achieved by using your default table view. Default table view cell contains image view and title. But if you see this, it is little difference. It is kind of rounded and the image is there and some title, some background color is different. The cell is actually rectangular, but it is not rectangle, it is kind of a rounded rectangle. Rounded rectangle. We do this and we also apply some corner radius. We'll make the image circle. Let us try this. Okay. For this, what we can do is, as usual, take the table view. Okay, let me make it on iPhone 13 Pro. This is the table view. And we need a cell. I want to add more properties. More properties means adding something. How do you add something? By using inheritance, right? By using inheritance, you can add. Basically, by using subclassing or inheritance. Okay, let me add whatever I want. I want a view, this gray color view. I want. Let me make UI view. Go on mute. And the width and height, I'm just specifying here. This is the view. Set background color, light gray. This is thicker. Anyways, we can decrease the alpha value. Alpha means transparency, right? Transparency value I have decreased. Now this is the custom table view, which is having only one view, which is empty view. I want to add an image view here. Image view. This is the image view. I'm just making it 64 only. 64. And I also want title. Title means content. Content means label. I am just putting it in the center. Okay. Everything is ready. What we did, the default table view cell contains a image view and a label, detailed accessory view and a subtitle, etc. But I don't want to use the basic thing which is given by the table view cell. I want to customize it by adding something. How do you add? You can add it in two different ways. One is inheritance, another one is the extension. Okay. Extension. Here I'm using inheritance. Basically, for all the views, we use inheritance. So let me create my own class. It is Cocoa Touch class. Here UI table view cell. UI table view cell. My custom cell. My custom cell is the separate class. new class where I want to add my own properties. View controller is actually a subclass at view controller. I want to add some additional functionality on the view controller. So we have taken by default we need to take sometimes in future. We have taken view controller, which is subclass of UI view controller. For the table view cell, I want to add additional properties. What are those additional properties? IB. Let's say where background view you have at gray view or BZ view. This is after EI view. Or else we can take whatever we followed for the view controller, same thing we follow here. This is my custom table view cell, right? Go here and tell table view cell ER so and so. My custom table view cell. For the view controller also we have specified. By default, we got it. Actually, we need to specify when you take more than one view controller. For view controller also, view controller, you are equivalent to this view controller. Table view cell, you are equivalent to my custom table view cell. How did we give the outlets for the view controller? Here, right? Assistant editor. Similarly, select the cell, go to assistant here. We got a controller here. Let me change that. That is not shown here. Yeah, it is not shown anyways. What we can do is we can create outlets. What we can create whatever additional functionality I want. IB outlet week where BG view. View. Similarly, we have image, right? IB outlet week thumbnail image view, that is UI image view. We also have title, right? That is label. Or that IB outlet week where title label we cannot use because title label is already there in the UI table cell. Yesterday we have used title label, subtitle, image view, etc. Those properties we cannot use here. Title, UI label. These are the three variety of properties I want to additionally add to the UI table cell by creating subclass my collection, my custom table cell. Now select this, go and see outlets we have here. Title we have, set the title. Thumbnail we have, set the thumbnail. BGV we have, set the BGV. Clear? We have set, and let me, for the table view, we have not specified delegate and data source. Let's set delegate. Table view, you are controlled by so and so view controller. Come here, implement the delegate method, extension, view controller, UI table view delegate, UI table view data source. We have two methods to implement whenever you want to use the table view. Those two methods are number of rows in section, cell for rotainess pattern. Number of rows in section. Number of rows in section, how many number of rows I want to, let me create one structure. First of all, I want
data.
I want data here. Let me create the data struct. Without data, I'm just doing for now. Return 10 cells I want. And here let cell equal to table view dot dq reason cell with identifier. What is the identifier? Identifier we have not set. Let me create an identifier here. Static let reuse identifier equal to, I'm just giving my class name only. Okay, set the same thing here for the color for the table user. Table user, your reuse identifier is so and so. Okay, now here instead of hard coding, what we can do is my collection view cell, my custom table cell data reuse identifier. This is static property. If you remember, static properties are type properties which we have seen on top of class name. We can access We are doing the same here. My custom table view cell re-identifier. What exactly the DQ reusable cell with identifier does? It returns a cell. It returns a cell. But what we need to tell God let yes my custom table view cell else return. I'm just converting. I'm just saying if any table view cell with so-and-so identifier is available, actually that is my custom table view cell. If it is my custom table view cell, if it is returned my custom table view cell, then do something. We have the cell contains properties, right? I'm just doing what we are doing here. For the IP, for the accents, if I have connected that to the segmented control, the input argument for the action is sender and any, we have converted that any to the segmented control or any to the switch. Similarly, here we know we have given some identifier. What is this error? Cannot find in scope. My custom table view cell. My cannot find my custom table view cell. Table view cell.
Don't we need to create an object for them?
With identifier. Godlet. I don't think. Yeah. Let me comment that here and put here. Actually, there shouldn't be any error. Missing something. Return YouTube user. Yeah, no issue actually. Yeah, command B succeeding. Here, what we are doing, table view return me a cell if there is any free cell, or otherwise create a new cell with so-and-so identifier and return me. With this identifier, there is a cell, that cell is my custom table view cell. If that is custom table view cell, what we can do is cell dot bgview dot corner radius, layer dot corner radius. This is how we set the rounded corners. Layer dot corner radius equal to, I'm just setting some 20 pixels. And cell dot image view we have, right? Dot layer dot corner radius equal to what we can do is 32 we can give. I'll tell you why I'm giving 32. Cell dot title we have title dot text equal to cell. I'm just passing index for that row and return this cell. Perfect. Number of cells is 10 cells. I'm just setting some rounded corners, etc. and see. And height by default, the height is lesser. Let me take the height, whatever height we have here. What is the height of this? Height is 85. Let's pass the 85. Height for root index path 85.0. We are running it on iPad Touch. Let's iPhone 13. For iPhone 13, we have designed clear. Here rounded circles we have added, but let me change the color. Tell that image view dot background color equal to dot red. I don't see image here. Image view dot background color equal red. Let me set the background color here. cell. Yeah. There is one more thing which we might need to do. Cell dot image view dot layer dot clips. Let's try this. Even cell dot busy view dot clips to bounds equal to true. And image view, the corner radius are sorry, this is thumbnail, right? Not the default one. Once you are using the custom ones, the default one will not work properly. Clear? We got here. If you see, the image view is also dull. Actually, we have made the only background is dull, but even the content is also becoming dull. So what we need to do is cell dot bzview dot alpha equal to 0.2, and remove the alpha here. Make this 1 here, 0.25. Still, we did not get what we wanted. Anyways, there is another way. Let me set that alpha background color equal to UI color gray with alpha component 0.25. Programmatically, we need set to make the content visible. This is important. Sometimes you might need to spend more time to find it out. Okay, here what I'm doing here, I'm doing many things here. Instead of doing all this, what I'm doing actually, I'm setting the data to what for the cell. I'm setting data to the cell. I'm setting the data to the cell, but not in the my custom table cell class. I'm setting somewhere outside in the view controller. So what I do is I take all these and put it here. Configure. What we need here, whatever data we need, I'm just passing that. Index path I need, index path I'm passing. Anything we need here, we do not need anything. Here, these things are common, right? For all the cells, we need this. The background color and corner radius, clips to bounds. All these things are needed for all the cells. So instead of calling them and again, awake from nib is the one method which gets called at very first time for the custom cell. For the view controller, what will be the one which called view did load. For the custom views, away from nib is the one which gets called. Here, cell means current class, right? You can remove this. Wherever you see cell, remove that. In the same class we are in. Previously, we created object. Here we created object and applied cell.configure. Anyways, first remove this background, confine scope, run it. Right. Simply, I'm accessing properties and setting the required things here. Perfect. Now call this method cell.configure. It is asking for index path, just pass the index path. That's it. Instead of writing all the stuff here, we moved the stuff into the corresponding class. That's it. And calling one method. Calling method and passing the required information here. So it is being set. This is how even the cell, let me increase the content label size. We need to make it flexible. Actually, we make that flexible once we done with the constraints. Cell 0, cell 1, cell 2. You got tried how to make the image into circle. Now set the images also, but might not work. Anyways, let's see. Content mode, I'm just setting center Let me take objects here now. Start product. Let name is string. Let thumbnail, which is again string here. Let me create a couple of products. Let products, product. The name is Apple. Thumbnail is Apple. Image name is Apple. Similarly, let me have a couple of apples here. Apple, pineapple, grapes, banana, kiwi. Let me give the image names. I'm just making it simple because we need to write them A, B, C, D, E. And here instead of 10, what we can do? Products.count. Here you are passing index path. Now I don't want to pass the index path. I want to display the product, right? So here make the change. Instead of index path, pass product, type is product. Now we can set thumbnail dot image equal to UI image named. What is the name? Product. Where is product? We are going to use it. Product dot thumbnail. Similarly, title, right? Title dot text equal to product dot text. Product as name. I'm just setting that is what which is required here. And go here, pass the product instead of index. Product. How to get the product? We are having product to products of index path dot row. Perfect. That is what we needed here, and we do not have the images. Let's add the images. Put images. Also set some size, medium icons. Anyways, this is one thing which we needed. Apple, pineapple, orange, grape, kiwi, let me take these random foods. Download. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, what I do is I'll just screenshot. Let me take these fruits. Let's set A to this, B to this, C, D, E. That's it. Run it and see. what it makes.
మన కుప్పందా
We got it right. Go on mute. We got it. Okay. Here the rounded circle we got. Even the image content we can set. Aspect fill we can set. Aspect fill, so that the image will be completely outside the image view. There is no red color here. Okay. Even the corner radius why I have given 32 is when you give 32 half of the image height, half of the, if the image is 20 by 20, if you give the rounded corners for the image view 10, it becomes actual circle. Otherwise, if you give simply some 20, see the result. It is not circle. It is not circle. That is the reason I have given 32. 64 is the actual height of the image view. Here, even for this, let me change the background, right? Let me put 32. We have around 84, right? We have 84. Yeah, this is also perfect. Actually, we have 84. 84 means 42. The actual circle, maybe. If it is in square image, you need to take the half. Otherwise, 32. Let me give 32 and see if it is fine. Yeah, 32 is actually fine. If the image is square, if any view or image is square, then you can make half of the width or half of the height. Okay. Here we have pretty neat screen. Any doubts here? Let me repeat. I want to add, I don't want to use the default table view cell. I want to add some additional functionality. That is the reason we have taken the subclassing. Inheritance is we have taken here subclass of a table view cell. I added whatever properties I wanted to add, and I wrote a method someone can call and pass the information so that that can be displayed here. And I want to have some customization. Want to set some corner radius, etc. So from the away from me, I wrote that my customization, my properties, even cell needs a reuse identifier instead of hard coding wherever I want. I just have one static identifier, static property, so that wherever I want, I can access that. And I came here and I set the class, the custom class for the table view cell. Select the table view cell. Please do remember, notice, select the table view cell and set the class here and pass the all the outlets. Set the identifier. Also go here, whatever we did, same thing we need to do here, but here we are assuming if any cell with its own identifier, that is actually my custom table view cell. I'm thinking that if we get my custom table view cell from the table view DQ, I'm just calling a method and passing that. The remaining thing is as usual, we're having this delegate and data source methods. We have our own class, separate class, which is product, which is a structure. I'm preparing the values here and passing it. That's it.